What's up, guys? I got a battle against Magnitude here. This was actually the first battle that I had with this team, and as such, I make quite a few absolutely retarded plays during this match. I'll be pointing them out as I go, but could have definitely gone a lot better if I just kind of knew my shit right off the bat, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. So, leading off again with 22, the awesome Tyranitar that MBZ gave me. It's got Stealth Rocks on it, and it's a quad, and I didn't feel like breeding it, so I just used it. He U-turns out with me on Chow as I switch into Aegislash, kind of predicting the fighting move or the fake out, but he goes for U-turn kind of knowing I would do that, and now he brings in Sableye. And at this point, this was first mistake. I did not fully understand King Shield's mechanics, and I forgot that it does not block from non-attacking moves. So I King Shield to try and scout what he'll do, and he Will-O-Wisp me, so perfect. I have a burnt Aegislash on turn 3. Not looking too great for me already. So at this point, I just kind of get incredibly stubborn, and I decide to stay in Swords Dance and just try and set up on him. And he keeps Will-O-Wisping, predicting my switch, which would be the logical thing to do, but quite honestly, I have absolutely nothing on this team I can safely switch into Sableye. So my goal right now is just kind of Swords Dance until I can do a decent amount of damage to him, and then Burn kills me inevitably, or he kills me with Nightshade or whatever. So I'm just kind of staying in and seeing how many Swords Dances I can get away with before having to attack him. And I also completely forget at this point that he does have Prankster Recover, so, I mean, honestly, any damage I do is going to get offset quite a bit anyway, so, Nightshades just keep going off. I think this turn I decided to attack him because, yeah, I can't afford another turn of doing anything else, so I go for the Iron Head, and that did quite a bit. It made me really upset that I let myself get burned, because that could have killed him if I just somehow avoided that. So I'm going to Shadow Sneak here, which is probably kind of a mistake, knowing that he'd have to go for the Recover if he, you know, wanted to just still use Sableye. But so Shadow Sneak's just not going to do a whole lot. Damn it, guys. Sableye, why are you causing me so many problems? My first battle ever, and Steve's not going easy on me, so... yeah, I was not happy about that, because this Aegislash has a special place in my heart. It was the very first Pokemon that I fully bred and trained on my own. Well, Joe gave me the parents for it, but I don't count that because, like, he's awesome for doing that. But after hatching this Aegislash and seeing it was a Quint, and then it was a good nature and everything, and just bred it, I was like, oh yes, just such satisfaction. That was the first one that I did that with, so it had a special place in my heart to just see it get burned and just slapped around like that by a fucking Sableye. It was not fun. So anyway, bring in Politoed now, because I know I can kill him with a rain boosted any water move at all. So oh, this was also one of the other mistakes I had. Not really a mistake, but I have Life Orb on this Politoed because at this point I didn't have Choice Specs yet, and Steve was impatient. I didn't have time to get it from the Battle Mason, so I was like, fuck it, I'll use a Life Orb. Winds up being pretty inconvenient for me because of that extra recoil damage on top of the burn. So I predicted his high jump kick with me and Chow, bring in Gengar. Knowing he's going to have to switch, I set up a sub. He brings in Delphox now, and I see a perfect opportunity to just fire off a super effective attack on him. So one thing I really like about 6th Gen is how Ghost and Dark got such better coverage. I know obviously this isn't a situation because it's Psychic, but I like how they became much more prominent offensive types because they lost Steel lost its resistance to it. So just a little side note, something I'm pretty happy about. And now I substituted again just to see if he would keep going for Psyshock, which he was, and I didn't realize this turn that Rain stopping made him want to go for a Flamethrower, but I could have easily killed him there, but I did see an opportunity here to bring in Tyranitar and possibly just be in a better position for whatever he brought in next, because I know that if I stayed in with Gengar, I could have just gotten revenge killed by his Talonflame or his Starmie or something. So I decided Tyranitar might be better because it could take on a wider range of guys on his team after I killed Delphox. Unfortunately, he went for a Flamethrower and then a Grass Knot, so it took a little bit more damage than I would have liked, but it's not too big of a deal. He's going to bring in Garchomp and go Mega, and he keeps predicting my switch to Gengar, so he keeps going for Crunch, and I'm just like, you know what, man, I'll take it. I'll take the free attacks on you, so I go for the Crunch. Does pretty good amount, I guess. Whatever. Garchomp's a beast. You know, you gotta remember that. 2 generations ago, you know, it was on everybody's team, and now it's still just fucking awesome. So He finally goes for the Dragon Claw just to kill me, and at that point I figured, Tyranitar was best suited for just taking uh, as many hits as it could and just dealing as much damage as possible to that Garchomp. And now I bring in Dragonite, knowing that with multi-scale I'll be able to live any move, even a Dragon move, so unless he had Outrage, that actually probably would have killed me, so it's a good thing he had Dragon Claw. And then Dragonite's Outrage, this thing is just going to destroy. And he brings in Manchow to try and Scarf Stone Edge me, but he misses. So I was like, at this point I was like, oh shit, I might win this, because this whole time I was just thinking, oh damn, there's no way I can do this. And then he brings in Talonflame, and I completely forget about priority acrobatics, and it's just gonna kill me. It's just Talonflame. It's the bane of my existence. And at this point I'm actually thinking, oh, wait, I think I'm totally about to get swept by this Talonflame. That's what's gonna happen. I have nothing to beat that fucking bird, so I bring in Politoed, and he makes a smart move here. He doesn't want to risk not killing me with acrobatics, so he brings in Starmie to take the resisted hit and rack up more Life Orb and burn damage on me. And it's those extra turns of Life Orb that are really starting to screw me with Politoed. So I bring in Gengar here just to fodder, basically, because I lived on 3 with the first Thunderbolt, but it doesn't matter. He'll outspeed me. Basically because I needed a safe switch in to Scizor, which is honestly my last chance of winning this game. I make a really risky move here, and honestly this move probably cost me the match. I go Mega, and then I go for a Swords Dance, which I let him go for Hydro Pump. I'm confident I can live it, which was pretty bold of me, but I live on 4, so fuck it. And I go for a Swords Dance, because I was worried Bullet Punch wouldn't kill him if I just used it straight away. But if it did, considering what HP he was at, that may have killed him, honestly, and I just wasn't thinking about that at the time. And now the thing is, I absolutely cannot live a priority acrobatics on 4. I could have possibly lived one at full HP after my Mega Evolution boosts. So that was like, that move probably cost me the match. I could have won if I had just straight up bullet punched his fucking Starmie. But now with Politoed in here, the extra Life Orb and Burn just put me at too low of a range to live the acrobatics, and so unfortunately that ends the game. But good game, Steve. Very close, very great. Lot of fun. And I think that'll do that to me, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.